Hello, and welcome to Catfish Trash Talk. This is episode 35. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host, Noelle Winters.
Hi, hello.
Hi, Noelle. This is so far my least favorite episode of Catfish. Not because it's not good, it's because I hate him.
Yeah, me too. Like, I hate him.
Right. We watched this a few weeks ago, and we've been talking about how much we hate him ever since.
We can't stop talking about it. I hate him so much. I can't wait to never talk about him again after this.
Season 2, episode 5, Dorion. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah, Dorion.
Dorion and Jessica with a Zika.
Which I don't really understand that, but okay.
Zika. And that is what I will call you.
Okay.
If you guys want to hear more of us, go over to patreon.com/trash talk podcast, where we have billions and billions of bonus episodes. I'm not exaggerating.
Also
over
millions.
there. Also millions and billions.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to talk about this show, this podcast, whatever you want to talk about, go over to our group on Facebook, Catfish Trash Talk.
Do it. Tell us how much you hate Dorion.
Okay. So for 6 months, he's been dating Raffinay.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But he's in love with Jeszica.
Right. Uh-huh.
He's known her for 2.5 years. She's a model and a college student. Mm-hmm. She's a model.
She's a model. Everyone's a model on Catfish. Uh-huh.
She goes to nursing school and she has a kid.
Wow.
Okay. So he has been homeless twice, and they met on Facebook, and they talk on the phone and they text, but she can't video chat.
Well, no, of course she can't.
Right. So now his real girlfriend, Raffinay, is letting him do this because he wants to marry Jessica.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. No, you got that right. Mm-hmm.
So his girlfriend helps him and doesn't want to lose him. So she thinks that if she doesn't let him do this, she's going to lose him. So she does it.
Right.
So now, go ahead. No,
it upsets
I know you're upset. I know you're upset.
I'm upset. Like, I can't, like, obviously we're not going to jump ahead, but like, I just can't believe what's happening.
I know. So 2 times Dorion tried to meet Jessica. She was in Atlanta, but she didn't pick up her phone.
Right.
He lives in Cartersville, Georgia, and he shows Neve and Max his neon sneakers.
Oh, gag me with a spoon.
And he says, this is a quote. You can't have the right shoe without the left shoe. You can't have a boyfriend without a girlfriend. And together it makes a complete pair. What? What?
Oh, okay. There are women in the world who fall for this weird ass shit.
You can't have a boyfriend without a girlfriend. And together that makes it. And him and his girlfriend's names are on the shoe. So these are like the custom Nikes that you do, Nike ID, and he put their names on it.
They're the ones that make your feet look gigantic. These.
Oh, well, they're basketball shoes. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know. I can't.
So Max asked, why does he have shoes with Raffinay if he loves Jess so much? And he said, because Jess wasn't there with me to pay for them. He didn't say that, but he didn't.
That's what he meant.
Yeah. So his mom was in the hospital with asthma and couldn't pay the bills.
So they got evicted.
Okay. I just feel like if one bout of asthma is getting you evicted, maybe there was a problem before.
I just feel like, isn't it funny, the timing of meeting his girlfriend?
Right. It's like, oh my God, my mother is pumping her inhaler. Hello.
And I meet this girl that lets me, I love her so much. We're together every single day.
So good.
You live with her.
Well, his mother is the only woman who cared for him besides Jessica.
Okay. Not his girlfriend.
The reason he likes Jessica is because he's impressed that she could pay bills and go to school and be a mom. And it reminded him of his mom.
I think you actually just said that that's not what your mom can do.
Your mom forgot to do the last part. And pay the bills.
Yeah.
Okay. So he moved in with Raffinay 7 months ago.
And they've been together for 7 months. Cute.
And he's been homeless for 6 months.
Interesting.
Okay. And they keep panning to pictures of her with her tongue out. This girl,
Right.
Jessica.
Yes. Why are they doing that?
I don't know. And there's no pictures with this kid. Apparently she has a kid named Janelle, and there's 0 pictures with the kid.
Yeah, it's all just like sexy decoy pictures.
Right.
Everything is like, here's my stomach, here's my tongue,
here's the inside of my mouth.
Okay.
So she had multiple profiles, but she claims that people try to be her.
Okay.
So then Jessica saw a picture of him and Raffinay that he had posted on Facebook, and she got upset. So he took the picture down.
He took the picture down
of the woman who he lives with, that he loves, that he pays his bills.
Yes.
Okay. Just checking. Because he wouldn't want to upset Jessica.
No, God forbid.
All right. So Neve calls Max's hotel and they get into a fake fight.
Always.
And then we see men writing on her Facebook. So this guy, Sammy, writes on her page that he's her ex. So
they ex. Okay.
Yeah.
So they also reach out to Sammy.
They reach out to Sammy. And they do an image search.
Right.
And this girl, her name is Jessica Morrison.
And there's like 1 million fake profiles.
It's one of the most faked Facebook pages.
That's so crazy.
So Sammy and her talk every night on the phone, and they are also in love. But they never asked Sammy if they've ever met in person.
No, which I think is so weird.
All right. So they meet Raffinay.
Right.
And she's just looking down like she's disturbed.
I just want to say, like, there's a problem here, right?
She has a rubber band around her elbow, like a tourniquet.
But she won't stop playing with it, too. That's like her anxiety tourniquet.
Yes. That's what makes my anxiety. The tourniquet.
As soon as I said it, I'm like, Tracy's going to faint.
Yeah. She's like disturbed. She's like crying. She's like, her behavior is off. It's not just because she's upset. There's something.
No, well, that's
wrong.
What I mean. Her behavior is off. There's something happening.
Well, they tell Dorion what they found, and he thinks that she's just lying about her kid.
Okay.
So also the other guy, Sammy, thinks that him and Jessica are together.
Okay.
He also said that he liked her because she helped him and he didn't have to listen to her issues.
Okay. He says this and I'm like, well, if I did not hate you before, now I hate you.
Okay.
I could just talk about my problems and I don't have to hear about hers.
In his defense, that is what every man thinks and doesn't say out loud. He just doesn't have a filter.
Agreed.
This is why men leave their wives for someone else.
Yes.
Because when someone's a mistress, they don't tell you their problems because it's just fun. And then what happens is they leave their wives for the mistress. And then the mistress becomes the wife that they hate.
And then they wind up leaving that wife.
Right. And then it's like, I feel like it's you.
Yes.
Emails, laundry, groceries, the list goes on. There's a lot that's on your to-do list. But what should be at the top? The answer is you. This year, put yourself first with the help of Dipsea. Dipsea Stories is an app full of sexy audio stories, and now they even have brand new written stories. No matter who you're into or what turns you on, Dipsea helps bring the stories to life anytime, anywhere. Close your eyes and let yourself get lost in a world where only good things happen and pleasure is your only priority. Explore your fantasies in a safe, shame-free way. There are hundreds of stories to choose from, and they release new content every week, so there's always more to explore. And they also have wellness sessions to help you wind down and explore, and sleep sessions to help drift you off. For listeners of this show, Dipsea is offering an extended 30-day free trial when you go to dipseastories.com/catfish. That's 30 days of full access for free when you go to Dipsea, DIPSEA stories.com/catfish, dipseastories.com/catfish.
So Neve calls her. She lives in Texas, and Raffinay said that she needs her space, by the way.
Right. Okay. Sure.
She needs her space to rock back and forth in the corner.
But that's what I mean. There's a problem here. She has very good posture, though.
Yeah. Well, he's ignoring everything they found.
Because in his mind, he like really thinks this is real.
Yes. So this is a very nice house. Beautiful landscaping. Neve rings the bell. He wears his neon shoes. He wears his shoes that he shares with his girlfriend.
His
you know why?
Romeo and Juliet shoes.
You know why?
That's the only pair he has.
Exactly.
I love you.
And a very pretty girl emerges.
Okay. Here's the thing. Why is she so pretty?
She's so pretty. Her name is Alexis. She is in love with him. But she does say that her daughter that she made up is fake, Janelle.
I don't know what it is with Alexis, but it's almost like she was feeding us bullshit. It was like weird the way she was talking.
Yes.
I don't know.
She said that she had a daughter because she felt like her niece was a daughter to her.
Sure.
Alexis, I feel like you're reaching.
Sure.
Listen, Noelle, to be honest with you,
Yeah.
I tell people online that I'm a supermodel because I feel like a supermodel.
Listen, I'm a mom. I have dogs. I tell people I'm a mom all the time.
Well, you do breastfeed them, so that's different.
Well, that's your wet nursing.
You do. So she said that Sammy is just a good friend of hers.
Right. And it's like, well, Sammy thinks you guys are together.
Okay. Well, Max says, this is typical catfish, but you're pretty.
Okay. What the fuck?
This is what they do, though. They say things, and then when you're ugly, they're like, I see why you did this.
Well, that's the thing, right? They're like, but you're pretty. So like implying like, well, why do you need to do this?
Right.
Like the other people we understand.
Right. The last monster beast.
Yeah.
We get why she did it.
Yeah. Right.
So she said that she made the page when she was young. I have questions though. It's like, how did you find each other on Facebook?
Right. Well, that's the thing. They didn't like deep dive into it. Right. Was your friend friends with her, or like, did she seek you out? Did she think you were hot and added you? Like, how did this happen?
Well, he tells her that he told Raffinay that Jessica is more important than her. He's like, listen, Raffinay buys me my sneakers.
Only one pair though.
One pair. She's like, go ahead. See if you meet Jessica. And then if you don't, I'll give you another pair.
Oh, I hate it. I hate everything about this.
I hate it so much. So they go back to the hotel and now all of a sudden he loves his girlfriend.
Of course, he's not into Jessica, and now the sun rises and sets at Raffinay. Raffinay is much more important than Jessica.
All right. Well, quote, I just need to decide which one I'm going to be in love with.
Is that how it works?
Yes.
Okay. That's good to know. Well, for men, maybe.
Also, remember something. Like, I think that now that she's fake, first of all, she's definitely not as hot as the girl in the picture.
Yes.
And maybe he doesn't know what kind of financial situation she's in. He thought this other girl was like doing very, very well.
That is true. And he also figures like, hey, I have a sure thing.
Right. Exactly.
So like, why screw that up?
I'm shooting fish in the barrel over here.
Yeah.
Okay. So Neve said that no one is also a good choice.
Okay, I think that no one's a good choice.
Okay, I think that no one should choose him. How about that?
Right.
Why is he making all the choices?
Well, that's the thing. I wish that Raffinay would be like, you know what? This time apart has made me realize you should be with Jessica.
I would have been like, psych, you got dumped. All your shit's outside.
Yeah, no, he would never be coming back to my house.
Never.
So
he calls Raffinay and he says, quote, I choose you only. And she's so happy.
Well, that's what upsets me. She's so happy.
She's so grateful. She said that it will take time to fix it. That's what everyone says.
Meanwhile, it's like the next day she's pregnant, Just saying. She's not.
Right. So Alexis said that she's being bothered by him having a girlfriend. And she said that he should have been committed to her because she broke up with her boyfriend for him.
Oh, okay.
And her defense is, quote, I apologized yesterday about the daughter and the Facebook. What?
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I don't know who I like less.
Me too. And that's the thing. And I'm like, what? But I feel like, again, there's more happening here.
Okay. This, you know what this is like?
What?
Okay. This is like, and I hate that I always have to drag your husband into this, but here we are.
Tell me.
All right. This is like if I killed your husband. I killed your husband, right? I filled his nostrils with nail polish.
Oh, God.
And then I gagged him and he suffocated to death.
Oh, poor guy.
And you're very upset because I just killed your husband.
I'm very upset.
And I'm like, Noelle, I apologized about the nail polish.
That's a man right there.
Get over it. I apologized about the nail polish. And it's like, you apologize about the daughter and the Facebook. Like, that's no big deal. The Facebook, like almost like, oh yeah, I apologized for like sending you like a nasty message. No, the Facebook, you mean you apologize about lying to me about your entire life?
Yes. Yeah, that's the problem here. Not one person is likable.
No one is likable.
Nobody is likable. And it's frustrating because usually you could find one person that's likable. Because even his girlfriend, she's not likable.
She's not likable either. So He tells her that he doesn't want to be with her. And she said that she feels the same. What? You didn't feel the same. You just
No,
said,
you don't.
you just said,
I guess because she slept on it.
yeah, she closed her eyes for a second. She blinked on it.
She blinked on it and she's like, you know what? I don't want to be with you either.
Oh God. And he's like, yeah, but look at my sneakers.
Ew.
So she's mad at him for lying. This is a typical, she's acting like a man right now.
Yeah, she is, but it's like, I don't know. I'm sorry. It just makes me so frustrated because all I think about is Raffinay. In this whole thing, she's the only one who I think about.
I know. So Neve goes inside and she said that she didn't know about his girlfriend at all.
Yeah, that would put me off too.
I think this girl is prettier than the girl in the pictures.
So do I. I was thinking the same thing.
Then they hug. 2 minutes later. 2 months later. Sorry, not 2 minutes later.
I was going to say 2 minutes later.
2 months later, him and Raffinay are still together. And then Neve wants them to kiss.
Yeah. I don't know. It's so weird.
And then he has minimal contact with Alexis.
Yeah, right. Minimal. So meaning there's still some contact.
Yeah, he's like, listen, if I ever need money.
If I break up with Raffinay.
Right. I need a backup.
And I need somewhere to live. At least I know you have feelings for me.
Right. So let's just keep that going.
Yeah.
Noelle.
I hate this.
I don't know why they weren't harder on him.
Okay, well, that's the thing. Max one time calls him a dick and that's it. Well, not calls him. Matt's like, Matt. Max is like, I think he's a dick, but that's it.
Right. Why isn't it like, hey, you know that you're being like actually abusive to your girlfriend, right?
I'm surprised that Neve let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
This
it's
needed
so
to be
weird
discussed more. There was a lot of
a lot of terrible things. Also, tell me about your girlfriend. Why is she like this? What's the problem here?
What happened to her?
What happened to her? Bad things.
Yeah. I feel like she watched her whole town get murdered.
Yeah, she did. She did. She watched the town get murdered.
She watched me fill your husband's nostrils with nail polish.
Oh God, that's such a terrible thought.
Sorry. I definitely don't think things like that. So that's good.
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad that you didn't come up with it like this.
Sorry about the nail polish, Noelle. Jeez.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what it is. It's like your boyfriend's cheating on you. He goes to Chick-fil-A with a girl.
Sorry,
now you're
chicken.
mad 'cause I eat chicken.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry, I ate chicken.
Oh God, I hate this. Is like, I know we say a lot, typical man. And it's like, I understand that some I say men are different, but this is like classic, typical bum, disgusting.
Well, this
guy.
okay. How about this? Classic bum.
Yeah, he's a bum. He's
That's not every man. That's definitely, it's classic opportunist, male or female, honestly.
Oh yeah, there are so many females like this.
Oh, it was just very unsettling. I hated it a lot.
Me too. It's triggering. It's terrible.
He took down his girlfriend's picture because it upset a stranger on the internet.
Yes.
But he was okay with upsetting his girlfriend.
Yes.
I wonder if he even lets her near a computer.
Probably not.
He's like, well, I let her out of her cage and here she is.
Oh,
Raffinay, talk to the nice men.
Oh, poor Raffinay.
He's so abusive. I really hate him so much.
Me too. But it's like, it's so easy to say this when you're not in the situation, but I wish that Raffinay wanted more for herself in this situation.
I know, but it's like,
you know
what?
I know.
I want to know more about their relationship. I want to know more from her.
I want to know how they even met. How did they meet? Why did they not ask?
They probably met when she was renting a room in her house for free.
Right. Or
and he applied.
I feel like they met like at the park.
Right.
You know, like I could just see it in my mind. He's playing basketball. She's watching. He comes over
and he's like, hey,
he lives with her.
Do you live near here?
I need to take a shower.
I need to take a shower. Can I do laundry here?
Yada,
yada, yada. He lives there.
I'm hungry. Right.
When you give a mouse a cookie.
But also, where's his mom? Is she not homeless anymore?
She's still in the hospital.
She's still in the hospital inhaling.
She's on albuterol.
That's the thing. Right. Why don't we know more?
What happened?
Yeah.
Did she come back?
I can tell you this, though. They're not together anymore.
Okay.
Because
what
I
did you
looked at their
find?
social. So I looked at their social medias. His is very private. Alexis is not on social media, but he's a little private. He's married. He has 2 children. He is
Okay.
not with Raffinay, but and he lives in Georgia. Raffinay lives in Georgia. He has 2 Instagram accounts.
Okay.
I'm assuming they're both current. I'm not sure. One is private, so I can't see it. The other one, which he just posted something December 9th, there's only 3 pictures on it, and it's MTV_famous.
I love it.
It's like, oh, come on. So Raffinay is still in Georgia. I think she like lives with her parents. She's very cute. She let her hair grow out. And he is very private on Facebook. You can't even add him as a friend. You could only message him.
How could he have various families?
Right, of course. So you can't even message him on Facebook. You could just like look at his pictures. I was looking through them. I saw that he has a wife. Her name is Tejana Mickens.
All right, well, Tejana, hello. Did you watch the episode, Tejana?
And they have 2 kids together. So, and one last thing on his MTV famous.
Yeah.
He follows 311 people.
Okay.
He has 118 followers. He follows Raffinay. She does not follow him.
That's hilarious.
That made my life. And I was like, good for you. Her page is private. I can't see it, but I thought that was so good. I'm like, good for you, girl.
He's like, I have to follow her. We have sneakers together.
Right. So I had to follow her forever. I just look at his pictures and I'm like, you make me so mad.
I'm so mad at him. I will never get over it. There's nothing you could say to make it up to us.
No.
Well,
nothing.
That was super fun. Make sure you follow us. I'm at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram and Twitter. Noelle is at Noe Girl on Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you join our Facebook group, Catfish Trash Talk, and patreon.com/Trash Talk Podcast. Because you know what we did there?
What did we do there?
We recapped the reunion for season 1.
Yes, we did.
So go over there, Catfish Reunion season 1, and lots and lots of episodes of our other podcast, BS, which is just our favorite podcast. It's a free-form comedy podcast.
It's the best.
Where you learn all about Noelle and I.
We just BS a lot.
We BS a lot. There's a lot of BS. So go over there, patreon.com/Trash Talk Podcast, TraceyCarnazzo.com for all of our merch. And then I'm going to go now. Bye.
Bye.